Alright guys, Andy here, welcome to another video. This is Minecraft upgrading speed build transformation of a little medieval house. I'm using the Andyisyoda 5x5 building system. Every principal upright is 3 blocks away from the next, making these 5x5 squares. And it makes upgrading and expanding your builds pretty easy. All you got to do is add on another 5x5 section. So the first upgrade, by the way, do subscribe if you like these kind of speed builds, time lapses and inspiration. The first upgrade is a simple T shape with some nice shutters on the windows and some stone brick stairs for trim. Next I'm going to add on a nice tower for defense using polished Andyisyoda site and Dead Brainy Carl. Now do check out patreon.com/Andyisyoda. You could be downloading all my 5x5 upgrade builds every single month at patreon.com/Andyisyoda. I've got some acacia trapdoors to represent shutters. The tower is getting a bit of an upgrade here. On upgrade number 2, we're getting a nice wooden trim on the top. Some dark oak gates for trim around the windows, and a nice little path going around with a few chickens and some sheep as well. So that's 2 upgrades. Now we're on to the third upgrade. We've got some little lanterns. We're going up in the world. I'm using World Edit, and I'm using Steven's Traditional Texture Pack, by the way, and SILDURS Vibrant Shaders version 1.22 if you are wondering. So here we go, more 5x5 easy sections. I like this system because everything is centered, everything is symmetrical, and everything looks good when you expand the build. And then you've got to disguise the fact that you're using the 5x5 building system and have fun adding in details all over the place. Dormer windows going in both sides. Fixing some paths and just duplicating, copying and pasting exactly what I've done to the other side. Increasing the height of the tower, taking away its wooden top and giving it a nice stone top means that, yeah, it's just a bit more upgrade. Every upgrade brings a bit more riches to this house, makes it much more impressive. A couple of farms, we've got a crop farm on the right and an animal farm on the left. I've added a porch and an entranceway to this house as well. So there we go, upgrade 3, nearly complete. We're adding a chimney, complete with campfire and a bit of hay under the campfire, and there we go. Upgrade 3 is done. On to upgrade number 4. Raising the build up by 4 blocks enables me to enter in, I don't know, another dozen or so 5x5 sections. And this time I'm going for bone block for the color of the walls. And I'm also really going crazy on the front of this build by adding in even more sections. Stripped oak, I think I'm using for the wood on the next level up, and then I'm changing the roof from oak stairs to spruce stairs and giving it a pretty expensive, in survival terms, prismarine brick trim. Adding on a little balcony just divides up the levels, and I've got some of these beautiful acacia trapdoors here and some even some buttons on the end of the horizontal beams coming out of the balcony. Okay, just making sure the back is the same. I decided the bottom layer wasn't so interesting, so I've added in these window baskets for some flowers using some podzol, some roses, and some spruce stairs and some spruce trapdoors. Bringing the roof right down to that level creates some interest in the roof as well. As you can see, we've got a bit of a back door. I've increased the height of the tower again and put in some iron bars for windows. The back door gets its own porch as well. And I'm adding some upside down oak wood stairs in various places as well. Okay, spinning the camera around. As you can see, I've copied and pasted again to the other side. That is upgrade 4 complete. Now we're on to upgrade 5, and we're really going crazy on the front of this build. Building up, projecting the door out the way, bringing that roof down a little bit. And taking away some of the flower boxes eventually on the lower level. But yeah, really building up the living accommodation here. And then we're expanding out of the 5x5 building system by doing something called jettying. So that's just increasing the width of the house poking it out or making kind of a jetty out from the house, and it means we're diverting away from our 5x5 system. And this is where I love the system, because you've got 5x5 on the bottom, really lends itself to medieval builds which were smaller at the street level, especially in England where you got taxed for how big your house was, but not how big it was at the top. At the bottom, the floor plan or footprint was the most important thing for the tax collectors. Okay, the chimney is now being swallowed up into the middle of the build. The build's getting much, much bigger, and I've got to work on some more roofs. The roof gets kind of complicated at this side here, but I do like that. It worked out in the end. Adding on little bits of trim here and there, and I'm going to make sure I do exactly the same roof on the back of this build. So the roof finally gets put in. I'm adding back in the dormer windows as well, moving them up one block. So the back roof was virtually the same as the front. The tower isn't quite centered from front to back. It's kind of more towards the back of the build as well. I must say the tower is getting kind of swallowed up, but I don't mind. Now you can see the real gable end or apex end sticking out, and we'll switch the camera around right here as well. And you can see that this is quite a substantial build. So that is the 5th upgrade now complete. So I'll just move the camera on and do upgrade number 6. So I'm changing some of the materials. I've got, I think, pink terracotta or normal terracotta for the walls on the very bottom layer, and then more bone block for the intermediate layers. Changing to brick. I was going to make it a brick roof all the way over, but I've kept the prismarine trim. I think it looks okay with the red brick as well. Little balcony at the side, little balcony at the front top as well. Quite good fun that, because you can see who's coming. And I experimented with the roof and the balcony and ended up not liking it very much. And that's the house pretty much finished. Let's have a go at adding in some detail to the grounds. So I thought medieval houses are kind of self-sufficient. They have their own farms, animals, crops, maybe even businesses as well. So I thought a nice barn would look good. And if you search for barn on my channel, you'll see a tutorial for this barn as well, if you want to build it. If you like a tutorial for this finished house from this is now upgrade 7, our final upgrade, then just let me know in the comments. And if you've built a giant medieval house yourself, do send me pictures of it. I'd love to see them on Instagram or Twitter. It was at Andyisyoda for both of those. So I toyed with the idea here in this upgrade with having a farm. Then I went, no, don't want the farm here. I want a porch. I want a nice walking platform porch all the way around my build. Adding in some animal pens, a nice pond, some trees, and then carrying on this porch around the build was my next task. So I've used normal Trapedoris Maximus, normal trapdoors on the porch with some beautiful fence posts which join onto trapdoors now, and I love that detail. Adding in a scarecrow, we're growing a melon. In fact, we're growing a few things in our field at the back, and a nice porch. I've got a block in front of the front and back doors. I do apologize, I didn't notice this until I came to editing the video, but I've got a wooden block in front of the door. I'll probably put it in a few seconds time just to annoy myself. Got some chickens. I tried a chicken coop to start with, didn't like it very much. Gonna carry on adding the porch around the right hand side of the build, and there we go. That is our completed and final effort. I hope you like it. What do you think of the house so far? Just gonna swing the camera around, give you guys a good look at this place. And there we go, one upgraded medieval house. Bags full of detail, nice overhangs or jetties. I've added a few vines, a few lanterns, barrels, chests, and plant pots. Really bring the build to life as well, and I'm glad to see the melons and pumpkins are growing. I've added a crane on the back of the barn. This build is downloadable on my Patreon. Check it out, patreon.com/Andyisyoda from tomorrow. Hey, I'm launching some new merch on September 4th, 2019. If you're leveling up your builds, leveling up your Minecraft skill, why not level up your clothes? These are from an amazing company called T-Mill, and I've done these designs. I've made these designs. It is LVL Level Up. Incredible company, recyclable, sustainable, green energy, and you can also return them for $5 as well off your next purchase when you're done with it. Big shout out and thank you to Jedi Sentinels and You Are Yodas, my channel member ranks, Brenton Verlo, MLS, and Arctic Noodles. Thanks for watching. Ciao ciao, and the blocks be with you.